body won't let go. You're lying in bed, the room is dark, the day is done, but your body isn't done. Your shoulders are tight, your jaw is clenched, your heart feels like it's still moving too fast, even though everything around you has stopped. Your brain might be quiet or it might be racing, but either way, sleep feels far. Not because you're not tired, you are, deeply, but because something inside won't let go. That something is stress, and it lives not just in your mind, but in your muscles, your breath, your blood. We think of stress as a thought, worries, to-do lists, anxiety. But stress is physical, it's a full-body state, a cocktail of chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline that keep you alert, activated, tense, useful in a crisis, but destructive when you're trying to rest. And here's what most people don't realize. Stress doesn't just disappear when the day ends. You don't automatically relax just because you got in bed. If your body spent the last 12 hours in a state of fight or flight, rushing, fixing, controlling, performing, it doesn't know how to suddenly shut off. It's still carrying the momentum of the day, still holding tension in your chest, your back, your gut, still waiting for the next thing. That's why even when you feel done, your body might not feel safe enough to sleep. And this is where so many of us get stuck. We think the problem is sleep itself. We Google tips, we count hours, we try harder. But the real issue isn't that you can't sleep, it's that your nervous system is stuck in on. And to sleep, you have to shift into off. Not by force, but by signaling safety. Your body needs to know it's okay now, that the danger has passed, that there's nothing left to solve. But if you've been carrying stress all day, and most of us have, you need a transition. A moment to say, we're not there anymore, we're here, and here is safe. That transition doesn't happen automatically. It has to be created, gently, intentionally, like helping a scared animal calm down. You don't yell at it, you don't rush it, you sit near it, you move slowly, you make the environment calm, you show it moment by moment that everything's okay. And that's what we'll do in this episode. We'll explore how stress settles in the body and how to slowly, lovingly let it go. We won't just talk about stress. We'll move with it, breathe with it, create space for it. And in doing so, we'll make space for rest to return. Because sleep isn't just about shutting down. It's about feeling safe enough to surrender. And safety isn't something you think. It's something you feel. In your breath, in your chest, in the silence you allow before bed. That's what we're after. Not escape, but peace. Part 2, the gentle exit from fight or flight. So how do you tell your body that it's safe? That it doesn't have to be on guard anymore? That the threats of the day, real or imagined, are no longer here? You don't talk it out, you don't think it away, you show it with actions, with sensations, with rhythm. One of the simplest ways to start is with the breath, not just deep breathing, but slow, conscious exhalation, because the exhale is what activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of you designed to rest and digest. You can try something called the physiological sigh, a double inhale through the nose, followed by a long, slow exhale through the mouth. It looks like this. Inhale, a second short inhale, then a deep exhale. Just a few rounds of this and your heart rate begins to slow. Your chest begins to soften. Your mind begins to follow. Another tool is touch. Gentle, intentional touch that signals grounding. You can try placing one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. Feel the rise and fall. Feel the warmth of your own body. Or gently rub your hands together, then cup your face. These aren't random gestures. They're signals to your nervous system saying, I'm here, I'm present, I'm okay. movement also helps. Not intense workouts, but soft, slow stretching. Roll your shoulders, drop your neck from side to side. Reach your arms overhead and sigh. Twist your spine slowly. Rock side to side in your bed. These small movements unlock tension stored in muscles that carried too much all day long. Stress lives in your tissues. Movement sets it free. And then there's sound. Humming. Yes, humming. It may feel silly, but when you hum, you stimulate the vagus nerve, your body's main relaxation highway. Try it softly. Just hum on the exhale, let it vibrate through your chest. That vibration tells your body, we're not in danger, we're safe to relax. Writing can also help. Before bed, grab a notebook, not to plan, not to problem solve, just to release. Write what you're feeling, even if it's messy, especially if it's messy. Give your stress a place to land that isn't your pillow. Sometimes when it lives on the page, it stops living in your body. And finally, create space, emotional space. You don't have to fix the whole day. You don't have to tie every loose end. You just need a few minutes of quiet, a moment with yourself. Light a candle, dim the lights, sit in silence for 3 minutes. Let your mind settle like dust in a room that no longer needs to move. Because the body doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to stop pushing, to stop rushing, to stop carrying tension into the place meant for healing. When you do that, when you give your nervous system a different script, something shifts. You stop fighting the night, you start inviting it. And sleep, real sleep, the kind that restores, the kind that holds you gently, it begins to return. Not as a reward, not as a prize, but as a natural response to safety. And that safety is something you create. Breath by breath, gesture by gesture, night after night. Part 3. A new way to live with stress. Here's the truth. Stress isn't going anywhere. Not forever. It's part of being human. Deadlines, emotions, unexpected news, overstimulation, responsibility, it all comes with life. The goal isn't to eliminate stress, it's to change your relationship with it, to stop letting it follow you into bed, to stop letting it live in your chest long after the moment has passed, to learn how to meet it with softness. Because stress gets louder when you ignore it. It tightens your breath, it speeds up your thoughts, it keeps your body wired even when your mind says, we're done now. But when you listen to it, truly listen, it softens. When you pause, stretch, exhale, hum, journal, or sit in silence, you're telling your body, I hear you, I'm here with you, we're not alone in this. And that changes everything. When your nervous system learns that it can feel something and still be safe, it stops resisting. It starts releasing. It begins to trust the world again. And in that trust, sleep returns. Not because the stress is gone, but because your body finally knows how to move through it instead of getting stuck. This is what nighttime can become. Not just the end of a long day, but a ritual of release. A quiet ceremony of softness. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need to get everything right. You just need to ask yourself one question each night. What would help me feel safe right now? And then give yourself that. A slow breath, a stretch, a sigh, a prayer, a journal page, a song, a moment. Because your body is listening. And it responds to every act of care. Every pause, every exhale, every whisper that says, you did enough, you are enough, you can rest now. And slowly, stress becomes less of a monster under your bed. It becomes something you know how to hold, something you know how to release. Not all at once, but piece by piece, night by night. And one day you'll lie down and your body will remember. It will know the way, it will know the breath. It will know the safety, and sleep will come. Not because you forced it, but because you finally created a life it could return to. You've been listening to Sleepless, a podcast by the Daily Health Shift. If tonight's episode helped you feel less trapped in stress and more empowered to meet it with compassion, we hope you'll follow the show, share it with someone whose nights are filled with tension, and remind them, stress doesn't mean we're broken. It just means we need more kindness, more breath, more space to let go.